Dave, aka the Pickle of Sardonic. Let's take these off, shall we? Alright, let's get going. Kirby's Adventure for the Wii, or Return to Dreamland for the Americans amongst us, was released in 2011 for the Nintendo Wii. It's a side-scrolling adventure, 2D style, starring the pink ball that eats everything. Basically Kirby. I've got a thing of him here. It's not mine, I just borrowed it. If you're unaware, Kirby started off as white in his first game on the Game Boy back in the 90s, and he's had a series of successful games across the Nintendo platforms, each game offering something different than the other, as Nintendo likes to do, keeping to the same core formula but changing just enough to keep things new. Personally, I've only played 2 Kirby games, but I've read about the others. I've played this one and the original one on the Game Boy. It's true, I have. The story for this game goes along the lines of this. Kirby and his friends, for some reason DDD is his friend now, and Middle Knight are his friends now. They witness a UFO shaped like a blue doom ship crashing in the distance. So they've got this like blue doom ship. Dun 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 dun. DDD is like and Middle Knight's like, oh, Middle Knight. For some reason I'm a friend now. So they go to investigate. They find a robed alien who implores them to help him repair his ship by going to different worlds and collecting the vital parts. So Kirby, being the helpful thing that he is, accepts his quest and goes adventuring. The rest of the crew are just there in case you want to play 4-player co-op, which I didn't do, because I don't like multiplayer on 2D platformers that much. I like to do it alone. I'm like Aragorn. I'm sure it's a fun mode though, if you're into that kind of thing. If you're not, then it's not your bag, baby. Stay away. So that's the story. It's very basic, as you would expect in a Kirby game. There is a twist at the end, so expect a surprise like never before. Await with bated breath. Let's talk presentation. The graphics are wonderful. They're cute, colourful and bright. Each world has its own theme to it, represented fantastically. Kirby animates really well. Some of his powers just look impressive. The levels have original scores to them, and some of the themes are quite catchy. In some of the parts of the game you'll hear familiar tunes from classic Kirby games, including of course the jingle after you finish a golf game at the end of each level. Yeah, lost my place. This game looks and sounds incredible on the Wii. Of course, with any Nintendo game, storyline and presentation take a back seat to gameplay. Well, to the most vital part of a game, gameplay. There is a left to right. This is a left to right side scrolling game. In each world, you have several levels complete, each with their own style and challenges. At first, you'll find the game ridiculously easy, but as the game continues, some of the later levels can pose quite a challenge. So don't be fooled by the cute graphics. This game can bring some old school. Know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how anyone couldn't know this by now, but although Kirby can punch and kick, his speciality is copying the powers of the enemies he swallows. By sucking them in and using the midichlorians to synthesize with his spleen. I don't know the science of it. I'm not sure how many of these moves are new, but considering this is my second game only to the original, there are so many powers I wasn't expecting. You can be Sword Kirby, Fire Kirby, Cowboy Kirby with a whip, Ninja Kirby, and so many more. There are also special glowing enemies you can come across if you copy their abilities. You get a mega power if you copy them. Yeah, I've just said that. For example, if you swallow a glowing fire enemy, you just get this... Whoops. For example, if you swallow a glowing fire enemy, you get this powerful attack that covers the whole screen with destruction. Let's take these off, shall we? It's so cool, and I just love seeing Kirby kicking ass. There are also collectibles to find in each level, which take form of these gears. You trade in these gears to the robed alien guy back on the ship to unlock special mini-games, which are a nice distraction if you grow bored with the main game, which you won't, because it's a good game. I didn't try all the mini-games, but the ones I did try were quite fun. I wouldn't lie to you. On your way to repairing the ship, you fight some mini-bosses and main bosses at the end of the world. Some of the later bosses can be quite formidable. So once again, I must reiterate, don't be fooled by the Don't be fooled by the cute graphics, because get caught off guard and wham! George Michaels is doing a sexy dance in the corner and you're looking, but it's awkward, but you can't help but look, because it's George Michaels. He was in the band, wham. So honestly, the entire game can be summed up as fun. The difficulty is nicely balanced, and it's super enjoyable experimenting with the vast arrays of power Kirby's. Super enjoyable experimenting with the vast array of powers Kirby has at its disposal. Each level introduces something new to the mix, so it never becomes repetitive and stale. The music is very catchy, and the visual presentation is just nice to look at. It's a complete Kirby package that any fans of Kirby's need to have, or even fans of 2D platforms in general. Even people new to Kirby, even people new to Kirby, I can very much recommend this game to. It's just a bundle of fun, like me. It gets a 9 out of 10 from me. Why? Because it's my channel. Subscribe! You're gonna pay for that one, Kirby. See you later.